Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media and also click the link tree in the description of this video. When clicking the link tree, you will be able to follow all of Wicked Turtle's social medias, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube. You might also be able to get access to the Wicked Turtle store. I also would like to take the time right now and welcome us as a brand new ambassador to Raise Energy Drinks. Wicked Turtle has joined the hashtag Raise Rebellion with Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with giving you no crash. Raise has zero sugar with electrolytes and BCAA aminos. So hashtag Raise Up and go to your local GNC or vitamin shop and pick up a can, or go to repsports.com and order your Raise Energy Drinks and other athletic supplements in bulk, and type in order code Wicked Turtle for 15% off your order, and that code will be in the description of this video. The following Wicked Turtle Network presentation has strong language and strong content. Viewer discretion is advised.
What are you talking about?
What up, peeps? What up, peeps? What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin. And on the mic tonight, I got my buddy, the Duke.
What up, peeps?
So we took a little bit time off. As the Duke can say, the cold weather rushed in and our bodies just started to crack up.
Ain't that the truth?
And I apologize to the nation that's listening. And
This is what happens when you get elderly like us.
Yeah, and
We're getting there.
Yeah, I can feel the cracks and the creaks, and I really need to go to a chiropractor.
The pops and the snaps.
Oh, it sucks. It just sucks. But it was refreshing to have a week off. Plus, we're gonna do 2 movie reviews today, so
Yeah,
it's
we
not that
miss
bad.
you. I know you guys missed us. Maybe not.
That's okay. The Duke has been supplying us with those fresh dives, which has been awesome.
That's right.
And a
Hey,
live.
short and
He
sweet
did a
this
live.
one.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And we also had a we did a couple food. There was a food review I did too, which was cool. I added up there, so I have an unboxing coming for Little Penguin, and I did an unboxing.
Very
so
cool.
We'll be doing that soon.
The Mario.
Yeah, and then you
Is it
also
Mario?
have a Raise unboxing. We're gonna throw that up there.
I
too.
do.
Speaking of Raise, let's pay some bills. So Wicked Turtle has joined the hashtag Raise Rebellion with Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with giving you no crash. Raise has zero sugars with electrolytes and BCAA aminos. So hashtag Raise Up and go to your local GNC or vitamin shop and pick up a can today. Now, I'm still saying GNC because they still have it on their website for GNC. So
I just spoke to them today, to my rep today. They said that they're adding more physical distribution sites as we speak. They're looking at more.
that'll be
Excuse
cool.
me, to add more. So yeah.
They must be going because I went to go get that new flavor. It's out now. The juice box.
Gone in a day.
Gone. Like that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, I didn't even get it. I didn't even know about it until
Right.
I was like, I went on the website because I'm out of energy drinks here at the house. And I'm like, oh, well, let me go check it out. A juice box. What? But
Apple juice, wasn't it?
If you guys are interested in some of the flavors, I have drank a lot of the flavors. I have strawberry culotta that I've drinking, watermelon frost.
That's a rare kind of flavor.
Yeah, it
Those
is.
are one-off.
Well, the watermelon's still on there. Strawberry culotta, watermelon. That's
I'll show you the ones that I got in my.
That's their bangers. Guava mango, which I'm thinking about ordering a whole case of this because I love this flavor. And this one here, which is awesome too, the Grape Bubble Gum. That's a good one. And of course, South Beach is still in their regs too, which This one's okay. It's not. It has like a coconutty taste, but plus I have their limited flavors, which is completely gone now. Of the rainbow, I'm never gonna get rid of these cans. These cans are freaking cool
I
looking,
wouldn't either. I love the cans.
and of
Why wouldn't
course
I unbox them?
the peach. Which ones did you get?
I got Galaxy Burst.
Not bad.
Is that really the only one Oh, Voodoo. I got a Voodoo. Miami something.
The South Beach. That's probably the South Beach one.
Oh yeah, the blue and yellow kind of
Yeah.
Fiji kind of looking kind of can. And there was another one too. I can't remember.
Well, out of
Was
the
it
regs,
Apollo? Maybe.
Apollo, yeah, and Voodoo's good too. I like the Voodoo. Voodoo's like a more
Voodoo really
orangey-ish,
looks good.
right?
Is that what it is? Like a
It's like an
blood
orangish, yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah, like a mandarin orange.
Yeah. So yeah, my favorites. If I had to rank my top three,
They really go out there for them flavors. Those like
Yeah.
exquisite, exotic flavors.
and you've tasted
that's what
them
I really
already,
like.
correct?
Not yet. I'm gonna.
You got to taste them because this is probably my favorite. This is my all-time favorite, the Grape Bubble Gum. And then guava is my second, and then third is strawberry. Those are the ones that they have they have them all the time. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a hold of Juice Box. I don't know why they sold out like right away.
They did, man. I seen that.
So I'm trying to get my hands on some of that.
A record.
But yo, guys, if you want to, and I suggest, you can go to GNC, you can go to Vitamin Shop. I'm not down in that. I just like to promote their website. Go to repsports.com. Go on there and just order these in bulk. Use the Wicked Turtle code at your checkout order, and you'll get 15% off. And it brings it down to like, I think it's like $34 for the case that I have. That's including with the $9 shipping. But again, there's protection on that shipping. So if something happens, it bends, it breaks, whatever, they'll send you a fresh new case for free. They'll probably even refund your money.
I'll tell you that the way that shipped, I have the box here.
Yeah.
They pay very much attention to the way it ships, and I have the I don't know if I have that, but
the attention to detail on their cans, the shipping, and their taste, and this is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It comes out to like $2.16 a can, which isn't that bad. I just bought energy drinks today, Bangs, and that was pretty much it was per can here. It was like $3. It's like $2.
If you're lucky, you can get 2 for
like
$4. My little gas station has them 2 for $4.
Yeah, so
but
you're getting a 12-pack though when you order from Rep Sports. So
yeah, well, they probably don't want me to say this, but I mean, they have all the time. If you look into their website, they'll offer you a 4th energy. That's what I got. And if you use our code for the shipping and stuff, I think you're paying like out of pocket $2-3 for a 4-pack to try. That's not bad at all. That's really worth it. I mean,
it looked like you got the starter pack though.
Did.
When I saw your video, it looked like you got the starter pack because they sent you like
that's
shaker
the starter
bottle
pack because I wish they would have sent me the shaker bottle though, but yeah, they did send me all that other stuff. They sent
like the powders. I saw there was the powders.
Yeah, what was it? The pre-workout, the sleep aid, and the Raise Energy on the go.
See, when I got mine, I got a whole bunch of the Raise on the goes ones. So I had a whole bunch of those, like sour gummies. I think Apollo was in there.
That's just like those ones you would buy at the grocery store or whatever, just put in your water.
Well, I use my shaker bottle for everything. So I'm not a water guy. I drink water, but I'm not a big water, like just plain water. So I'll take like a little iced tea packet and throw it in my shaker bottle, shake it up, put in my iced tea to go. Instead of buying like a whole bunch of iced tea or something. But
smart.
Just
throw some ice in there.
I tried the little shaker ones, and they're just as good. I haven't tried any of the sleep aid or any of that stuff. Oh yeah, they're just as good without all the carbonation and stuff.
See, a lot of those stuff like where it tastes the same. It'll taste like slightly off, or like a little bit less of the flavor than the original has.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff has that problem. I find that's the only thing.
Well, we decided.
I haven't tried it yet. But I'm just saying that's like like the Crush packets.
Yeah,
they taste just a little off,
That review's coming for from the Duke. He opened up some Rays.
I'll probably start filming that tomorrow. Yeah.
I never tried to do a review on it because I didn't think I was going to go that big into it. But now I have it in almost every show that I produce. So
Yeah, I mean, you really hyped me up on it. I mean, not that
yeah,
I'm gonna
and it's
go in
good.
on it or anything, but
I
I'm
love it.
excited to try it.
I actually love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I like I said, I was trying to order some, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit to 12 cans of the same thing. Like I like the variety packs,
But
but
that's like I just opened this before the show, and I'm not really liking it. The C4.
I've seen that. I haven't tried that yet.
I found it at Walmart.
You should try to go get a can of Zoa, and see, I want to see your reaction.
I do
on
want to
that
try
one.
that. I can find that at CVS easily.
That's the I find that
I just watched your what was it you reviewed the orange one.
Yeah, I had 5 flavors I picked up.
Yeah, you had gotten so many. I didn't know.
I didn't get the blue one.
I was like, I was kind of concerned for your health there for a second because I was like, is he going to try all 5 of those flavors all at once right now? I'm like, that might be a little too much.
I wanted to sleep that day.
Watch
There
out.
was no way I was doing that.
I liked your stuff in the beginning too.
Oh yeah, if you
No, this
smell...
this is my show. This is the Rock show. I like that.
That took some time to do that because you have to get all those sounds together and stuff.
I trust
and
me.
And then there's something called acting in there,
Yeah.
And it's like I'm the worst actor. That's what makes the Penguin Eats stuff that I do pretty funny because I'm a shitty actor.
So I like the Duke's Dive I film on Sundays, and the last Sunday of the month just so happens to be Halloween, my favorite month of the year. So I'm gonna really try to do something special on the Duke's Dive this Halloween.
Oh, for What Up Peeps, we always do a
oh really?
Oh,
that's cool. I like that.
We do a Halloween episode. I always thought about doing like a dress up thing where we dress up and stuff, but we always do a Halloween episode.
I have something in mind.
We'll have to meld the minds together, Vulcan style.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Man,
it
would be perfect. I'll talk to you off camera because I don't want to spoil it, but it'd be perfect.
Well, last year we did a What Up Peeps of Scary Month. So we did a bunch of scary movies. Some of them were just way out there because the Kilowatts like he's like a Halloween. He loves this month. This is his favorite month. So
me too, man.
We watched some crazy ones last year.
On October 5th, I'm going to be reviewing what comes out on October 5th, but I will be reviewing that Undertaker movie with the New Day coming out.
Oh yeah, that's isn't that like a game or something?
It's an interactive movie, kind of like Netflix been doing a lot of those. Is that what that Squid Game is?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This Squid Game.
I've been hearing about that too. It's probably like
Splatoon.
It's probably just like the Man vs. Wild thing they have on Netflix where you take your controller, like because I get mine through Comcast, so you can take your controller and hit a thing, and it like you tell the story basically, like he helps you narrate it, and then you tell the story.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But speaking of which, let's get right into homework. I didn't really want to delve into our lives that much. Which one do you want to do? You want to do Carnage, or are we doing Saints first?
Let's do Saints first.
That's a great idea. Let's do Saints. Let's get into it. You want me to go, or because I'm excited to see because you've never watched the TV show of Sopranos, correct?
Right, but my dad has.
Okay.
And, I've caught bits and pieces here and there.
Okay.
I know who Tony is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Say the Penguin comes to my table with many Saints. I say, finally, some good movies. Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to like this movie, for instance, this is right up my wheelhouse. I love the gangster movies. I'm so into that type of stuff. That is my thing. Anything
Scarface.
that has to do with the old school mafia gangster, I love it. That's my thing, man. I mean, you can even go not even Italian. You can even go Yakuza. Anything with gangster movies, dude, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. And this is my favorite stuff. I love the whole fedoras and the whole.
I tell you, to me, it reminds because I'm a really big video game guy. It reminded me a lot of the Mafia series.
What was your favorite Mafia game?
I'd have to say probably 2. I really do love 3 though. I love them all though.
I love the third one. 2. The third one's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's the third one reminded me a lot of Many Saints.
My favorite thing about the third one was when you.
It's probably the same setting, huh?
Maybe 70. Yeah, it was in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I think yeah. maybe even 80s. But one of my favorite things about
Yeah,
that
well, it
game
jumped around.
is when you would sneak up on people and you were like really close to the water, that you could throw them in the water and the
An
crocodiles would
alligator.
come up.
An alligator. Oh yeah,
That was my
fun.
favorite. That was my favorite. Speaking of video games, before we actually get in this review, I picked up something. I left this out for you. My game that I finally bought came in.
All right, man. Yeah, Deadpool.
I got the unicorn. This is the unicorn game. This is very hard to find.
Is it really getting hard to find? I bet
I've
it is.
yeah, well, this is still pretty pricey. I almost paid $40 with this.
I think I have that on my Xbox.
You can't find it digitally. I tried
Digital.
to find it digital. I couldn't find it.
Really?
Nope.
Well, then I'm really one of the lucky ones. Then,
I played
'cause
this for
have a digital
PS3. I
one of
beat
them.
it for PS3, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want it for my PS4. And it's one of my favorite,
It's a
one of my
good
favorite
game.
comic
It's a
book
really
guys.
good
You know?
game.
I love Deadpool. So I left that
Yeah.
out for you. I wanted to show that to you because I'm going to be probably diving into that this week.
Yeah, I just got the first Venom movie myself last week, the week after. Before
We'll
that.
talk about
Excuse
that in comparison for these movies.
me. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into this. Listen, I'm a huge Sopranos. This is still probably one of my favorite shows of all time. I
Yeah.
love this show. In fact, by watching this movie, I'm thinking, oh man, I should just do another rewatch of this for the millionth time. Because
I'm going to watch it. I'll tell you that much right now. Spoiler alert.
it's such a
I'm going to look
great
into the
show.
Sopranos.
Just be prepared for lots of boobies. Lots of
there was
boobies in the
certainly enough
show.
in this one. Certainly.
Lots of nudity.
Some here.
Lots of violence, lots of stuff that's, let's just say, is not PC now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very it's a very strong TV show, but it was such an awesome show that I got right into it. It's like I think that if I'm not mistaken, the new episodes will come out every Friday. So it's like when you came home, it's like, oh my god, here we
okay.
go. It's like a small short it's like a small short movie, you know, because
Wait.
each one is produced. It was just fantastic. You
Right.
know? They were
What do you
on
think
location, most of them, by the way.
Really? What was that like? Yeah, Newark. Yeah.
The house, you can buy the house right now for like, well, it was up for sale. I think it was like 10 million, something like that. Tony
Really?
Soprano's house. Yeah.
That's a lot of cheddar.
That's a lot of cheddar cheese.
What'd you think of John Berthenol's look in this movie?
John Berthenol.
The guy who played Shane from The Walking Dead.
Oh, yes. He played Johnny Soprano.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't.
Who's actually
Obviously, he's one
Tony's
of the main
dad.
characters. Okay.
Tony's dad. So, he was, to be honest, Tony Soprano was, I mean, because, all right, let me get in some negatives for this movie. The negatives I had was this movie was so hyped up with James Gandolfini's son that I'm thinking, okay, this whole movie is going to be about James Gandolfini's son and Tony Soprano. Like everyone's
James
always said.
Gandolfini is obviously the one who played Tony Soprano, right?
Yes.
For us newbies here.
Yes,
Okay,
and
Tony
the
Soprano
son
was the
of
main
James
guy
Gandolfini played Tony Soprano in this movie.
That's why he looks so much like him.
Yes, exactly.
Because I'm thinking the whole time, like, wow, that is a really good cast.
Yes. To be honest, let's talk about that. This cast was phenomenal. I immediately got goosebumps as soon as this movie started because they zoomed in right in on Christopher Moltisanti's headstone, and it was Michael Imperioli who did the narration, who played Christopher Moltisanti in the show. Now, if you don't know who Michael Imperioli is, if you ever watched Goodfellas,
okay,
the movie Goodfellas,
I wondered. Yeah, I know he did sound familiar.
He played Spider in that movie, and that's the one where Joe Pesci shot him in the foot, shot the kid in the foot in that scene in Goodfellas. So then that's when he got the call for this TV show, and yeah. Christopher
Yeah, because my dad was saying something about, he goes like, there's already a prequel to The Sopranos, and it's The Goodfellas.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't.
And it's funny. We'll come back to Goodfellas, but
yeah.
Christopher Moltisanti was a very, very important character in the Sopranos show. He was and I'm probably going to spoil it for you, but he was the junkie. He was the Hollywood guy. He was the
Hollywood dick.
Sort of like it, yeah. I think that's what's funny is when you say Hollywood Dick and his father Dickie Moltisanti, it's sort of like a family thing. So I thought the cast of this movie was phenomenal. Like Ray Liotta was in this, and we were talking about Goodfellas. Ray Liotta was the main guy in Goodfellas.
Right.
It was so awesome to see Ray Liotta in this. In fact, he played 2 characters in this, which was fantastic. I'm trying to
But
think
yeah,
of.
going back to John Berthenol's look, it kind of was jarring at first. I was gonna message you that. I said, "What I was gonna say? Why does John Berthenol look like Adam Driver trying to be Italian?"
Yeah,
It looked like he just put
I don't know if
at
I
first the
like.
beginning
If there's one negative thing I could say about this movie, I don't
was
think
the
I
beginning.
liked him. I didn't like
Oh,
him
okay.
as playing
Really?
as Johnny Soprano. No, because in the TV show, the Johnny Soprano they had in the TV show was pretty cool, like really, really cool. This, I don't know.
Okay, so for me, seeing John Berthenol there, goes back to a movie that was released on HBO Max, which was what was it called? Those Who Wish Death on Me, or something close to that. Those Who Wish Me Death. Because I kind of thought like he could have done more in that role, and I've said that on here before. But to see him like go nuts when the guys came after him, and he's walking out in the street, all right, shooting at—that's what I
I might have
expected
to
him
agree
to do.
with you on this. I wish that he would went more nuts in this. I wish it had been they would have made Johnny Soprano a little bit more ruthless, a little bit more the boss.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was good the way he was like he went nuts in the streets. Like
To be honest, they
I'm
had
like, well,
Dickie
he could have got shot right there. Like he could have bit the bullet right there. He walked right out into open gunfire, just shooting blade, but he could knock somebody off. So
I mean, we can call this the beginnings of Tony Soprano, but we can also call this the Dickie Montesanti story because that's basically what this was. It was
yeah,
all
pretty
about
much,
Dickie
huh?
Montesanti.
About his uncle, right?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was pretty much about Dickie Montesanti. And what's crazy, and again, I don't want to give out so many spoilers, especially for fans of the Sopranos show.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
there's a question.
everything's going to be spoiler heavy in here, especially when we get to Carnage. I'm sorry to inform
Yeah,
you.
I mean, we get the question. Listen, guys. Again, I'll give you the little warning sign here. If you guys don't want anything spoiled, please go see the movie on HBO
God,
Max.
I love that background.
Pause this up, and then go and come back to us right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, here you go. 3, 2, 1.
One.
All right. So Dickie Montesanti on here, man, was in the TV show. Christopher Montesanti basically avenged his father's death, which is at the end of this movie,
Okay.
by killing a cop. Tony Soprano said it was a cop that killed him.
The Pinky Promise, right?
No, it was when
Well, I mean,
Christopher Montesanti got killed, I'm sorry, Dickie Montesanti got killed at the end of this movie.
Right.
In the TV show, it was told to us fans who's watched this show multiple times that it was a cop that did it. And here it was Junior Soprano that did it. And that was my holy shit moment of this movie. And I'm like, holy shit, that's totally not what was in the TV
Junior
show.
Soprano. That's Tony?
Junior Soprano was the one with the thick glasses, bald guy that broke his back.
Oh, I thought that he hired the guy that did that.
Yeah, but it wasn't a cop. Like in the TV show, Tony Soprano said to Christopher Montesanti that your dad was shot by a cop.
Yeah, he set him up. He set him up.
Yeah, and here now we find out it was Junior Soprano the whole time that set him up. His greaseball stupid uncle. But yeah, it was.
Well, he was mad because Dickie laughed at him, and then he was so mad that he got laughed at him, he couldn't get it up in the movie.
And listen, the guy who played Junior Soprano, I thought that was actually a good. All the good characters here. Silvio Dante, the guy who had the weird hair with the hair that came up the hairpiece.
Joey Coco Diaz, baby.
That was hold on, Pussy Bumpin' Sarah's dad was Joey Diaz.
Pussy Bumpin', that's a hell of a name, brother. I'll tell you right now. That's
you have to watch the show. If you watch the first season, you'll get as soon as you see Big Puss, you'll see Big Puss. Paulie Walnuts, which a lot of people used to call me that.
Yeah,
because I used to do this a lot.
Cool, man.
So when you see somebody go like this in the movie when he was like this, he takes his hands and goes like this. And you see that in this movie. You see when the characters go like this.
I did see him do that.
That's Paulie Walnuts. Paulie Walnuts is known for the white wings. Paulie Walnuts has white wings in the side of his head.
Okay, I know him. Yeah, wasn't he a sneakerhead?
Yeah, he was one of my favorite.
Something like that.
He's one of my favorite characters in the show.
Paulie, what?
Listen, that's one thing I can say about this. I think for the time period, Pussy Bumpin' Sarah, yeah.
Pussy Bumpin' Sarah.
There was Big Puss and Little Puss.
Huh? Yeah, My dad's talking to me. He heard us talking about Pussy Bumping Sarah.
Yeah, Big Puss and Little Puss. And you saw Big
didn't
Puss
watch
in
it
this
yet.
movie. Ugh.
Many Saints of Newark.
If he's a fan, he needs to watch it. That's all I have
Paul
to say.
says you have to watch it. If you're a fan of The Sopranos, you have to watch it. I thought it was a really good movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Like the visuals of this, I thought was fantastic. The story was fantastic.
Down there, can't see daylight.
What?
Departure down in the caves.
The Departure in the Caves?
They go down in caves and they explore it.
Oh, yeah. What about The Departure? The Descent, right?
Descent, that's what it was. That's a good movie.
Oh, he was saying that The Descent was a good movie.
It's scary.
He's got to watch this movie. Tell him he needs to
You got to
watch
watch this movie.
That's what he needs
Okay,
to do.
Sasha.
There's two of them.
That movie
Oh, there's
he's got to
two.
watch. Yeah, The Descent too.
Go back. They forced her to go back.
Damn.
But get
Right,
back to
so
this
on the-
movie.
Yeah. I didn't know.
So get back to this movie.
My dad's silly.
like he listen, this movie was fantastic. The visuals were fantastic. The cast was fantastic. As a fan of this show, they did this proper. I can't wait
But I
to
tell
see
you
if
though,
they have another one. I would
Joey
watch
Diaz
another
looks just
one.
like my grandfather in this movie.
Joey Diaz cracks
Towards
me
the
up.
end.
Joey
towards the
Diaz
end, he
cracks me
really
up.
looks
You
like my
remember the
grandfather.
movie he was in for The Longest Yard when he's in The
Yep.
Longest Yard?
Yep. The remake,
he cracks
right?
me up. He cracks me
Yeah.
up, man. Like he's very good, and most of the characters in this, and
You go
most
back
of
here.
the actors and actresses in this, the lady that played Tony Soprano's mom was spot on. Spot on.
Oh yeah.
I just did one of my
The
little
lady who
downfalls is
wanted
what
to-
you said.
she
Johnny
wanted the beauty
Soprano's
parlor,
dad.
right?
Johnny Soprano was horrible. I thought Johnny Soprano was. I would have picked a different actor.
Wait,
A
you
little
mean
bit-
John Berthenol?
Yeah, I didn't like him in this. I'm sorry. That's the only.
No,
that's the
my
only
opinion is that
negative thing I
he
could
was
say.
good. That was my standout.
He
of the
did
movie.
okay, but he wasn't like over the top that I kind of wanted Johnny Soprano to be. Because in the TV show, Johnny Soprano's like almost placed on a pedestal. You know what I'm
It
saying?
seems
Where
to me
he's-
like you just seemed that he could have went a little bit further.
like you said before in a movie he had before, you wish he could have done more to
I'm
like.
telling you, it's just like upcoming. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that much. So, but yeah, he was the standout to me because I've known him through, The Punisher now, Walking Dead, and not so much that one. With
I didn't like him in The
Angelina Jolie. It was
Punisher either.
okay.
I didn't like him in The Punisher. I thought the roles
No
he played
way.
in The Walking Dead was fantastic. I thought that was
Yeah,
awesome.
of course, yeah. He played a real psycho in the, you know what I mean?
I thought that was just great. I just thought it
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome. I just thought that was. But other than that, like he did okay in this. I'll give him okay. He gets a thumbs up. He doesn't get 2, but he gets 1. He did okay in
yeah.
this. I just wanted more. Maybe if we have more, like a second Soprano story, then
Well, I'm telling you, it seems to me like they set it up for that.
especially with the end credit scene at the end scene and the mid credit scene.
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
say. So I'm actually interested to hear what you're not a fan of this. You have never really watched the TV show. What did you think of this as just a movie going in?
Well, it seemed like with all this cussing and the swearing and the Italian, it seemed just like family business to me.
I know
But,
Italians. I know Italians.
yeah.
So
And when there was a scene in there was like all this cussing and swearing and stuff. Like, okay, I swear, I try to cut back on here because if I spoke like I really speak, we wouldn't have no sponsors. But the way when he was like in front of the ladies, he was like, "Hey, don't cuss in front of the ladies." Like my Uncle Sam, he always would say, like if I would get cussing, he'd say, "Hey, I got my wife's picture in my pocket."
that
It
was
a thing to
that
not.
was Paulie
you do
Walnuts
not
that said
cuss
that,
in
by the
front-
way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Joey Diaz, yeah. Right?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
Joey Diaz. It was I forget the actor who plays him, but
Oh, okay.
that was Paulie Walnuts, the character that said that because he went like this.
Okay.
Hey, no cussing in front of the ladies, like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And it just reminded me of my uncles, and boy, yeah. Kind of that's probably why Dad watched The Sopranos like he did.
Well, story-wise, what's crazy is I think that anybody who has never really watched The Sopranos could pick this up and just like, oh, this is another mafia gangster movie. That's kind of cool, Or,
Yeah.
'cause there wasn't. It was violent, but it wasn't too violent.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, true.
Like it's not, the TV shows were violent. Like it was violent, but it was like
Like that
more.
scene where he killed his dad, bashed his head onto the windshield,
That
the
was pretty. That was
steering
pretty
wheel. That was
gruesome.
pretty brutal. Yeah.
Yeah,
I already told you, get the hell out of here.
yeah,
He told
and
little
well,
Tony.
also his dad. Hollywood Dick was like a schmuck, an asshole.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, look at him. He pushed that lady down the steps, and he did the same thing to Dickie Montesante's mom. And it's like the same, like you know what I'm saying. So he kind of got. It's like karma's a bitch, kind of like
true.
came back to haunt him right there because you shouldn't do
It
that.
did.
You shouldn't
Right,
treat women
absolutely.
like that, and that's I can't say that within the time period. That's just how it was back in the
With
time
the
period.
testament to Karma
Yeah.
being a bitch. He
But
got his.
let's go to ratings. Well, a little bit forward with the ratings. I just want to say I think if you never have watched The Sopranos, you can pick this up and be like, this is another cool gangster
That's
movies.
how I picked up. It was a little hard to follow in the beginning. It was like I should know who these people are or something. Like these people hold a significant part to the movie and the TV show, but I don't know who they are.
But they did a good job in the
assume they're
beginning,
important.
like actually telling you. I mean,
Oh my!
us fans, for instance, are gonna mark out because like it was Christopher Montesanti narrating, and he said, "Yo,
Yeah.
he killed me," and all that shit. That's where probably not being a fan, you're like, "Oh, I don't know this," I don't know this
Right.
part, But after that, it got to be pretty much okay. I love that you could know, okay, well, there's this one character called Dickie Montesanti. All right, that's cool.
Right.
And this guy's named Anthony Soprano, and there's Junior, and there's they explained who each one of them are, which was kind of cool. It took me a while to find some of the characters, like Silvio Dante.
Hold on.
Silvio Dante had his own thing where he would like go like this when he
Sorry.
walked.
Yeah.
So he would have his own thing where he has his own, like, how he moved. Again, Paulie Walnuts, Little Puss. Little Puss is always a big fat dude.
Yeah.
So they always had
That's
their
Joey Diaz, yeah.
Yeah, Joey Diaz was Big Puss. That was Big Puss.
Oh, okay, Big Puss. Okay.
Yeah, Big Pussy and Little Pussy. But
Funny.
yeah, and they had their own ways they walked, they talked. And it was cool to see that in the actors that did these characters. They really must have studied this show and studied them. But yeah, I just tell people that I think you can pick this up. Is it one of my top favorite ever gangster movies? No. Did I mark out a little bit at the end? Yes. Would I watch this again? Probably.
I would.
So what's your ranking on this?
Me, I'd probably have to go about 8.5. For a movie, I thought it was pretty decent.
I think that's a decent score. For myself, as being a fan and watch The Sopranos thoroughly, I'm giving this a 9.5. I really am. I think the fandom in me, and again, I might be marking it. I might be and fluctuating the score here, but it was a perfect way to make a movie for The Sopranos. So I like this. And what's funny is I don't like prequels. I really don't. The Star Wars prequels, didn't like them. Like I'm talking like the Rogue One and all that. I hated that.
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Like,
oh, you don't mean the 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5.
No,
1, 2, 3.
I actually like
With
all
Jar
those.
Jar.
I like all those. I like every single one of those. I like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I love all those. Like, I love those movies, but I don't like the prequel Star Wars.
Rogue Squadron and
I hated
the
that
side
movie.
stuff.
The best part of that movie was the end of the movie.
Well, everything died in that, and it was kind of a weird movie, huh?
I didn't like that movie. I liked it. I liked at the end when you saw Darth Vader came in there and was just
Oh yeah, dude, yeah.
OP as shit, And I was like, okay,
That's
this
the way
is
Darth
one of the
Vader
coolest
should
parts
be.
of this movie. I hated the Rogue One.
Well, they really made him scary at the end of that one.
And then the ones that they did with they got better over time. Let's get into our second review, which is going to be pretty
I'm ready for this.
Cool. I want you to go ahead and lead this off. We went and saw was it Venom 2? Let There Be Carnage. Go ahead, dude. Take the mic, man. Give us your point of view here, man.
Well, let me tell you, me and my dad went to see this one. My dad was a big Spider-Man fan. Honestly, got me into
Me too.
Spider-Man, and when we watched the original of this, and I watched this one in theater, and went back to watch like the origins of the symbiote. Like, I was a little buggy on the origins of where the symbiote came from in this movie, so I went back to watch that. I actually have it ordered it on Blu-ray. It was like $6, so I was like, hell yeah, free shipping on Amazon Prime. I'm doing that. So I was really ready for this. I went. Me and my old man watched it in 3D.
Wow.
Um,
Really?
Yeah, well, there was only I tell you, it was only about a $2 difference.
I didn't think that was still a thing. I thought they got rid of
Really,
3D.
you didn't have an option for it? I
No.
thought, yeah, because what was AMC didn't even have an option.
Where I went to a one of the great movie theaters where you can hit a button and it reclines, which is fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
I never used to go there with the Kilowatt because the Kilowatt always said you can't go there and you'll fall asleep, which is kind of true. But
Really nice seats and shit.
yeah, before the pandemic,
we went to the one by
the theaters were awesome. They used to do all kinds of cool shit, like
yeah.
Like they had a women's night where they served wine and shit there. And
yeah. Well, I tell you, the one we went to, I guess they found a way to get some business going. They had I think they do church on Sundays. The one that's where my dad likes going, and that's where we always went before too. And then when I was at one point a much larger man. I don't know if a lot of the people know, but at the one at the mall was the only one I could ever go to because the actual seat arms came up and down, because the one in downtown here in Williamsport.
Trust me, I knew these things.
the one in Williamsport, yeah, they had the double arms and they did not go down. And you couldn't move them.
What's cool is you guys got a lot of drive-ins up there, which is awesome.
We have one, yeah. It's the Pike
right by a
Drive-In.
sheet. Isn't it right by a sheet?
It is. It's right up by a
so
sheet,
awesome.
and I do believe it has Tesla charging.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, man, I think they're doing a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's cool.
This one.
But anyways, get into this movie. Tell us about this.
Oh
movie.
Yeah, man. So just kind of first off, I was glad that they didn't use the original wig from Carnage from Cletus Cassidy in the original Venom at the end.
Talk about the curly hair.
Yeah, it's a little outlandish, but yeah, that they went through the origins of Cletus Cassidy, and then the what was going on with Eddie and the Venom symbiote. You know, if you're going off of the comics, what was happening with the Venom symbiote reminded me a lot of Carnage Man. A line from him was like, he went and burned down a bank, and they were like, well, why'd you burn down the bank? He's like, well, you can't rob a bank if I burn it down. He's like, 'cause he was obsessed with being a superhero, was the Carnage Man. But yeah, it reminded me because Venom wanted to go out and he wanted to eat bad guys. You know what I mean?
He has to eat brains, and because there's some sort of thing.
Big old long word with the P.
That's I can't remember what that was, but chocolate has it in it too.
Yeah, and they had chickens laying around, but he was getting sick on chicken. He was eating the chicken bones and stuff. What was his name? I'm blanking on the names of the chickens.
Me
what
too.
They named the chickens. But it was cool. Eddie Brock worked for the actual West Coast division of the Daily Bugle. So that was cool. And, kind of jumping around to the ending of what we'll talk about, wow. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed this movie. I wasn't a big comic reader growing up, so a lot of my lore and stuff comes from the animated series and watching that, the stuff on TV and stuff.
I love old school Spider-Man animated series, which is on Disney Plus, by the way. You can watch that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's really worth going back and watching that.
I actually, if you're into the symbiote stuff, the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, I've been talking about
is
that.
That's
on Disney Plus. I've been telling people you need to watch that. That's phenomenal. They have stuff about the symbiotes. They have almost anything you can think of on there. And this movie, I'll tell you what, man, I like the first one. The first one got a big kick in the balls. It really did.
Yeah.
I like the first one. I had no problem with the first one, but a lot of critics, Rotten Tomatoes, of course, didn't like this movie. You know what I'm saying? And the first one, by the way. But
See,
this
my
one,
dad liked the first one better than the second one, and I
I
tried to
thought
get him on camera here,
it's
but
like a fine wine. You know what I'm saying? Like
I-
it gets better with each indication of Venom. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So like it gets better. I'm into I like true comic book stories, and I'm not used to Venom being sort of like a hero. And I'm
like
quoting
an
here.
anti-hero. Yeah,
I'm not used to him being a hero. I'm used to him being the villain, of course, and being probably, to be honest, Spider-Man's ultimate villain.
right.
Um,
Yeah, which
and
we'll get into,
how
but
how
but
Venom
he
was.
has teamed up with Spider. I mean, because Carnage is such an unstoppable force. You know, Spider-Man has on like at least on the animated stuff, he has teamed up with Venom in the past to take down Carnage.
Yeah,
Like one of those love you hate you relationships, just like him and Deadpool have had. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. I mean, it with
the Lethal Protectors,
I
baby.
like the original of Venom. Like he was he loved Spider-Man. He loved Peter Parker because he was on
Right,
Peter Parker. He's and that suit is one of my favorite suits of all times when it
right,
comes to Spider-Man. I like the Sam Raimi, but I love the comic book Spider-Man suit, which was fantastic.
right,
And it's weird to come on to a movie like this and be like, oh, okay, Venom, cool, Eddie Brock, cool. Because, you know, eventually he does go into Eddie Brock, of course. Like, that's his
right,
thing. But he's more villain. You know, he's more villainous. And, like,
right. And that's my thing about this. They kind of like show that a different side of Eddie Brock. Like, yeah, he's a jerk, a pain in the ass, but at the same time, he's got this side of him that he's kind of a good guy. You know what I mean? But whereas they haven't really showed that in Eddie Brock before in the other past iterations
yeah.
of him,
Now let's get to
which kind of
Carnage.
like jumps, yeah. And
Let's get to
Carnage,
Carnage. And Carnage is, and
Carnage,
what's
there's
crazy,
no good in Carnage.
there's none. But I don't know, like, this, what's his name? Cletus Cassius, right? Cletus
Cletus
Cassius
Cassidy, yeah.
is a perfect host for Carnage because of the messed up mind and the murderous rage, and
Right. Well,
you know
so
what I'm
you'd
saying.
think, right? So
Like,
you'd
I thought,
think.
yes, but this movie didn't do that. Like, this movie didn't like meld them together as one, you know.
Because maybe Cletus Cassidy is not as bad. I mean, Cletus Cassidy was a bad person, but you know, when the sound had affected Shriek, like Carnage wanted to straight up kill Shriek, and you know what I mean. Cletus was trying to save Shriek from Carnage, and that was his ultimate downfall, of course. You know, because at the end they both perished. But you know that they were trying to save Shriek there, and if not, he could have been so much more powerful. But Carnage and Cletus had a you know moment there where it's like, well, I'm not compatible with you. And you're obviously not as ruthlessly evil as I thought you were, and it kind of like shows a comparison to Eddie Brock in a way too, because at the end it's like he's like, you know, about killing his mom and stuff, or Cletus killed his mom, and he made mention that Venom had done like the same thing, but to me it was kind of weird. But
I'm trying to
um,
think. I'm trying to look up because they did give you inklings of a third Venom movie
oh,
in there,
definitely,
especially with
definitely
the cop. And I'm trying to remember what the cop's what he's
the
going to
cop.
turn into. Um,
Oh, Toxin.
Toxin. That's it. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I was remerge with Eddie Brock. I'm sorry, I'm reading as I'm trying to do this at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you're good.
forgot that also Venom was also on Flash Thompson too. I forgot about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's in the comic books. But
Oh yeah,
Toxin that you saw, that Toxin will be the next one. That'll
yeah.
be
Because they already confirmed a Venom verse, like a Venom movie
I'm
film
upset with
universe.
this because I really wanted to keep this up more because I love Carnage. I
I
think
mean, I
Carnage
didn't
is
think.
cool.
I mean, and spoiler alert here. Coming back and I'm gonna spoil this movie here.
Three,
So
two, one.
3, 2, 1. Uh, Carnage dies at the end, right along with Cletus Cassidy. Because Venom eats the Carnage symbiote. But I guess this has happened in a Spider-Man. Spider-Man number 10 or something like that. This has happened where Carnage becomes one with this Venom symbiote again, but he's also then went back out. Like Cletus has died in the comic
Remember, he
book.
kept calling him father, father, father,
Right.
father.
Yep. And like as we see, this is the Venom symbiote is a being like eons old. You know what I mean? And that's like he's like, let me show you. This is the after scene. If you haven't seen that, bigger spoiler is we're in the Spider-Man universe, baby. Finally.
Yeah, they caught him up together.
Yep.
They're now
Lick the
officially
screen.
caught up, and I knew that
So.
was coming.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it coming in this, but I knew eventually that was coming.
I didn't. Yeah, I did. I didn't see it coming in this. Because I
Yeah.
thought this would be just a nice little setup piece movie for a movie where they were going to announce that. I thought they'd wait. Kind of like an AEW thing. Hey, we signed Daniel Bryan. Here he is. Boom, bang.
But I was wondering how it was going to happen, and it was cool because now it's going to show you how this is going to happen because of, I'm pretty sure when we seen in the trailer of Spider-Man when he does the whole spell thing and everything goes and blows up.
Yep.
I think this is what it looks like right here. So
Yeah, I think that's what happened with Venom when he was trying to show him through the television.
and it could be like you said. What was the thing that they taught their little team that they made up?
The Lethal Protectors.
Well, in the Lethal Protectors comic book, Spider-Man teamed up with Venom. So they were
Right.
basically heroes together. So this might be a thing. Maybe Venom's going to come
Maybe
over
Carnage
and
comes back.
maybe Venom's going to come over and help out with the thing that's going to happen. Maybe you will see Venom in the new Spider-Man movie.
They were saying that's the rumors
It might
that he's going to
happen.
be the sixth
Tom
villain.
Hardy had a Spider-Man hat on, and that's
and Andrew Garfield is a terrible liar. A terrible liar.
Listen,
that's Photoshop, brother. Come on, that wasn't no Photoshop.
Marvel and their secrets piss me off. I'm just like, okay, yes, I'm in this movie. Is that hard to say? That's okay. I'm still gonna watch this shit. You can go ahead and
just
tell
like
me.
the 90 Saints of Newark stuff. Like, I'm still gonna watch Tony Soprano. I'm gonna watch The Sopranos, even though I know the stuff that you know what I mean, told me.
You don't have to be secret. I'm still gonna watch this movie. I'm still gonna come and see this. I know you're like, oh, we're protecting the story. There's no such thing anymore as protecting the story. Keeping the kayfabe 17th. Of movies, right?
Right. December 17th. I'm excited. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
No Way Home.
I'm definitely going to theater to see that. I don't care if I'm sitting there by myself with a sandwich.
Same here.
I'm watching this movie. I'm watching that movie. I want to see it high def in the movie theater. Like I will be
absolutely.
There.
There's no other way to see Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Like it's gonna be a thing.
But yeah, I liked it. I mean, I definitely got some American Gangster vibes from Woody Harrelson in this.
Oh, yes.
Especially with the car and oh yeah.
I liked his whole character. I thought he did fantastic. I thought Woody Harrelson was fantastic in this movie. I thought.
Now here's my thing about the movie, and we'll go into ratings too, obviously. But I felt like this movie, and in certain scenes, you can tell they wanted to go a little bit further than what they were doing on screen with the violence and the blood. Like when Carnage kills the warden, they had that big tornado scene. Like, to me personally, like a blood splatter right there would have been perfect. Like,
well, if you put a blood splatter there, then it's no longer a PG-13.
Yeah, they had to be on the restraint.
They kept it a PG-13 rate, and I don't understand why. Because Deadpool is not like that. Deadpool was like one of the first Marvel movies / Sony to do rated R.
Probably tired of director's cuts at this point, but this movie, I just really feel, and because it's another thing is, it was an hour and a half only. And I felt like people were complaining about that. And I felt like if they were to do like a director's cut, make it 2 hours, and add like a couple more, like when Shriek took out the guy who shot his eye. Like, come on, man, some more blood there would have been, you know what I mean? Go a little bit further with the.
Again, rated R. It'll turn into rated R. I think eventually you're gonna see, and I hate to say it because Sony doesn't really have a streaming service.
And then they would have never been able to be within the Marvel universe.
I think it's
going
gonna come to Disney. I think these movies are gonna eventually come to Disney, because you don't
They should,
see
yeah.
you don't like Sony doesn't really have their own streaming service.
And then
Sony-
it could be rated R because Disney's going to start doing their own rated R section. Because I hear
what do you call it, Disney Star? It's called or something.
yeah,
like that, right?
I hear that Punisher's being rebooted.
They've been testing it overseas. I think it's called Disney Star or something like that, and they've been putting a lot of their rated R movies. Like Deadpool's coming to the Disney Plus.
Right,
So,
right.
So,
and then Deadpool 3's coming up, and Deadpool is definitely in the Marvel universe, and he's rated R.
Yeah.
So if they did I really do think that if they did a director's cut of this and made the director's cut, they could make the director's cut, the Blu-ray version, an R-rated. That would be. Because you can see when in certain scenes where they had to pull back, because if not, we're not going to be able to be in the Marvel universe, I think. But that doesn't make sense because then Deadpool. But yeah.
All right, so I don't really have much to say on this. I love this movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much piggybacking on everything.
Time.
You spelled everything out that I needed to say.
I spent $13 on the 3D ticket. I think it was money well spent.
Yeah, and afternoon with your dad, which is cool.
Yeah, it was a hell of a time.
I wanted this is
and
the only thing I can say. My son and I watched the first one here at my house, and then I'm sitting there thinking to myself, is it wrong for him to watch these movies? Like, I actually called my wife. I'm like,
right?
Is it okay if he watches these movies? And she's like, what's the rating? I was like, it's PG-13. She's like, oh, well, that's okay. I'm like,
well, see, maybe that's a good thing that the Venom was PG-13 because then your son can experience.
It's not like
rated R. Maybe
it's not like I'm taken to a death match or anything like that, you know.
Oh Lord, don't even go there. That's a big. This is a big topic.
Okay, let's go to some ratings. What do you rate this, brother?
I have to go 9. I'm going high on this one. I really think though, if like I
forget
said,
what I said for the first one, but I think this is better than the first one.
Yeah,
but
I do too, and I think the third one's going to be even better.
I think I'm going to go 9. I'm going to go 9 with this.
Yeah,
I really am. It was good. It's good enough to have the 9. It really is. I mean, we watched this week. Me and you watched some really good movies. These movies were fantastic compared to the ones we've watched the past couple weeks. Like these were pretty good, and we're starting to get into that type of season.
We didn't get into Heart of the Dragon, but that was an okay one. But
I don't know if I'm going to get into that, to be honest.
I'd probably give that about a 6, if anything.
I don't know if I'm going to get into that one. There's just too much stuff coming up now that's just like, we got Matrix coming up soon. That's just going to be...
December's going to be big, too.
I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait to watch... You said something about Dune. I watched the previews of that, so...
Yeah.
That
was a really interesting
on my block...
I thought that was coming out sooner, but that's on the...
The TV show On My Block just came out. Just today. Or I think it was today or yesterday.
What's that one with... was it Topher Grace? That played in that 70s show? Isn't that him? Topher Grace?
No.
Is that his name? No, that's not... Yeah, Topher Grace.
Topher Grace played that Venom. He played Venom.
Oh, he did? Yeah, okay, never mind.
Remember, he played Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, he was in that 70s show, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
well, he just had a TV show coming out that looked pretty interesting. It's on Hulu. I forget what the hell of its name. For life of me.
On My Block TV show is on Netflix. I like that show. That's coming back, so I'll probably be watching that. But
I might have to dust Netflix app off.
Yeah. There's actually some good ones on Prime now too. I watched a couple of Prime originals too.
Yeah, that Monsters one I'd sent you. Is that on Prime? No, I think that's on Hulu. I keep saying it's on Prime, but I know it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, yeah. But all right, let's go to
stuff coming up either way.
Let's go to promotions.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
For me, I've been actually. I'll tell you right now. I can bust through mine. During this show, I've been actually drinking the Clover Hill spiced apple, don't know
Ooh.
if you guys can see that. Yeah, Clover Hill spiced apple wine from the winery. It's right up right by Kutztown, Pennsylvania.
Nice Goodstown.
Yes,
Goodstown ginger beer.
they have some good stuff. That's also where that weed fest that they have. is
Oh,
there.
really? I
I
always
forget what
wanted to
it's
go. Yeah,
called. Cannabis
the
Fest. Cannabis
yeah,
Fest.
Cannabis Fest. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's called.
But this is good. I like them. They have an ice wine. It's really good. I think I'll throw them in the shout outs tonight.
Yeah.
Because I've been drinking them in the What Up Peeps cup. Also, I just keep talking about the group, man. Keep
Yeah, the
joining
Wicked
join the
Turtle
Wicked Turtle
Nation.
Nation. Join that. Hit us up on Instagram. We
Twitter, when
have
it's back up.
oh yeah, when it's back up, of course.
Twitter,
There
of
you go.
course. We're still on there on Twitter. Twitter's fine
It's
there.
yeah, Twitter's still doing work. I mean, I gave I wouldn't say I'm not saying full control, but I gave control over to Instagram to the Duke here.
We'll be
He's
seeing some clips of the show. I'll
he's
be
been
making
cutting
some
up some
clips.
clips and throwing in there. Like he's been doing a good job with that. So
Yeah. Hey, I try to help out when I can to
I'm just
ease
so
the load
busy.
off.
It's hard for me to cut up clips and look at stuff, especially now. It's my busy season at work
Absolutely.
because we're getting
Yeah.
licensed. So it's like it's horrible. It's terrible. Not to mention my health hasn't been the best. Like I'll tell you right,
Yeah.
this weekend this weekend alone, I only put in maybe 3,000 to 4,000 steps. That's it. Like I was
Oh.
out the whole time. But no, check us out up there. Definitely check out our link tree, which is going to be in the description of this video. Check that out. Click there.
From
You'll
my
see
side,
all our
yeah.
stuff. You'll see all
From
our
my
stuff.
side, Smart Mark Alley, check them out. A guy here. It's hard to say, man, but a wrestler here in the local area that's really known has he's going to be having his last match this Saturday here at True Big Air and Nasty against his tag team partner Sean Silence, and that's going to be his last in-ring match. He just had his last match in his hometown Y Sox last weekend. There's a lot of people right now who are stepping away from the game. Rob Cook, excuse me, I'm sorry. Rob Cook, LDC, and these are some pretty influential people to the independent wrestling scene of, upstate New York, Eastern, and it's definitely hard to see them step away from the ring too. So that my shout out goes to them, Smart Mark Alley, Rope to Rope, check them out.
I have to get up there. It just seems like you guys have that. When you think of independence, I mean, you think of like you don't need a name guy. I've never seen it. Like I hate to, I'm not calling them out, but PPW, for instance, they do the name people. They were the first company I've ever seen to actually have. I mean, we used to have name people where I was from, but it was like King Kong Bundy versus.
That's how we got it too. Like,
yeah,
okay,
it was
the last people
in a
that
high
came to
school
town-
gym.
The first people that came to town, they came to the Liberty Arena. It was a Legends show. Axel Smash, Destruction, one of the Bushwhackers, Jimmy Hart, and then they came with Ric Flair. I tell you, with Rope to Rope, they had one kind of named person, which was H.C. Loke. They never advertised him. He never made an appearance till the co-main event. And they still had a nice sized crowd for, post-pandemic end pandemic show.
He's in the right now. HC Loke is doing Sanctuary stuff now.
Yeah, he sure is. He's
I'll do
everywhere.
a shout
right
out
now.
to them for my shout out. I'll do a
HCF
shout out to
birthday.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, them too.
They've been doing work, man. I'm telling you, like they do a show
John
like
Trotsky
every
had
Friday,
just
every Sunday.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
the Fight Club.
Yeah, every Friday, every
John
Sunday.
Trotsky had just done a really nice interview with Get to Know the 570.
Yeah,
that you might want to check out if you're really into wrestling, and he gives his take on concussions and stuff like that. I mean, I always thought he was a really good mind to pick in wrestling, just as well as Keith Zimmer. Both those guys are really good to learn from, I feel like. So to me, it's like that was a really cool podcast to sit and listen to. So check them out too. Get to Know the 570.
All right. Well, there you go. There's our promotions. I'm also going to say again, check out Rays. Check out Rays at repsports.com. put in your order. Like I said, you'll get it's going to be $2.16 a can, man. You get 12 can. It's a 12 count case.
Yeah.
So go on there. They're delicious flavors. If you like to work out, they do have workout stuff there.
Yep.
Shaker bottles.
Pre-workout.
They have some apparel if you're into the apparel.
They do have in their own apparel, not just like their logo slapped onto a T-shirt. Like, no, they got their own fitness apparel,
and they're good. Like, I have that Raise Rebellion shirt back there. I've worn it a couple times.
I want to get a shirt. It's
a nice fabric. It really is. So, but
they
check
really
out
put
the
a lot
Wicked
of
Turtle.
attention to detail in their Raise stuff.
They do, and check out the Wicked Turtle store. Go in there and buy some
Yep.
merch, guys. That
Go and
helps
get that
support
Slam
the channel.
Jam.
It helps support the channel. We're gonna have some, like I said, here soon. We're gonna have some Duke stuff up there.
Yeah.
I have a new shirt gonna be coming out soon. Join it. The Penguin Mania is gonna be running wild.
Hells yeah.
So I'm gonna be putting that in here soon. But go in
The
there,
Duke's
grab
Madness
some
and the
merch.
Penguin Mania.
See,
That'd
guys,
be a cool shirt.
I already
too.
have merch right here. See, check that out. There's What Up Peeps merch. That helps support our show, of course.
Yep.
Got the Slam Jam back there. That helps.
Check the
support
link
that
tree
show.
out.
Check the link tree. Listen. Also, and I'll shout out to our audio guys. Thank you for the audio listeners who still, if you can't watch this, we have this goes audio. It's on all the podcasting streamers, and I just want to shout out to them and say thank you for listening. I really do.
Absolutely.
And thanks to you for watching. If you guys have watched the show, thank you.
And I'm sure the audio listeners of the Duke's Dive appreciate that they don't have to watch me play with action figures.
Yeah, right. And mini shout out to the Beaver Weasel. We haven't mentioned the Beaver Weasel tonight. Sasha's
Sasha's
there.
back here. She's holding the fort down.
All right, guys, let's end the show. We will see you next week. It's your boy.
We got some
Penguin.
good ones coming up next week too.
It's your boy, the Penguin.
It's the Duke.
And that's what's up. Blah blam.
Ba-blam.
Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media, and also click the link tree in the description of this video. When clicking the link tree, you will be able to follow all of Wicked Turtle's social medias: our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube. You might also be able to get access to the Wicked Turtle store. I also would like to take the time right now and welcome us as a brand new ambassador to Raise Energy Drinks. Wicked Turtle has joined the hashtag Raise Rebellion with Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with giving you no crash. Raise has zero sugar with electrolytes and BCAA aminos. So hashtag Raise Up and go to your local GNC or vitamin shop and pick up a can, or go to repsports.com and order your Raise Energy Drinks and other athletic supplements in bulk, and type in order code Wicked Turtle for 15% off your order, and that code will be in the description of this video.